2, 1.
Go
Hello,
live.
everyone. We're live. We have Herman Schneider, my husband, back here in the background. Hello,
That's
everyone.
Weird. It goes right hand on that and left hand on that.
I know. It's like we're live on YouTube and Facebook, and they're like backwards. So, hello, everyone. What's new and exciting?
Get my mind around that.
What's new and exciting is that we're selling our house and hopefully moving to a new house, which has been very stressful. If any of you guys have sold or moved houses lately. So we've been cleaning and organizing.
Lots of trash.
Getting rid of things. Although Herman here, he likes to keep all of his CDs. He has an entire box of CDs.
And the CD player.
At least you don't have records. That's the good news.
Oh, I didn't have many of those.
Okay, so tonight we have some exciting things planned. First of all, we asked a question for the best horse advice that you guys have ever gotten. So we're going to read through those comments and we're going to offer commentary on that advice. We also have a show and tell. So I have picked like a bunch of items that I like to use for dressage and riding, and we're going to talk about that. What else? If you're part of the Groundwork Masterclass, I have office hours this Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. So send me your videos if you want to go over those during office hours. Also, for the monthly workshop, this month we're doing rider position, legs, and arms. And that Zoom call is going to be later on this month. I believe it's the 23rd of February. And mark your calendars for March 13th. And I will be doing a free live webinar on the dressage training scale because we have that masterclass coming up again in March. So that's all the announcements. Let's get right into these words of advice, which there were so many good words of advice that people wrote in. I think there were like over 100 comments.
Whoever wants to buy the horse you can ride today. That is genius.
Yes.
Don't buy the horse that you could get if you can't ride it today, because there is only today. I love that.
You say that all the time.
Well, that's probably why I love reading it too, because that's what you do.
Buy the horse you can ride today.
Absolutely. That's brilliant.
Okay, here's another one. You will never know everything there is to know about horses.
That is a fact. I tell people that all the time. There's like an ocean to know, and I know like a water glass.
So. Yeah. No, it's totally true. And this week I went and I rode with Yo Hinneman, and that's what's so fun about dressage and about riding is that you are never done learning. So that is great. Okay. Here's advice from Tanya. It takes as long as it takes.
If you let it take all the time it takes less time.
Yeah, you said that in one of the videos when you were trying to load Kensington into the wash rack.
Yeah, that was Uncle Ed, and Uncle Ed was not really anybody's uncle. He was at a facility where we were, and he was an old guy. He rode in the cavalry for Italy during the Second World War, and when he was in this country, he trained horses for Ronald Reagan back in 70, and we luckily got to meet him, and he did all the young horses, and that was his saying: if you let it take all the time it takes less time.
Okay, here's another good one from Miranda. Ride the horse you have today, not the one from last week or yesterday. I think that's good advice. But it's hard advice because I think that we hold on to like things that happened in the past or the way that the horse was in the past. And that's part of what's hard when you train a young horse up the levels is to let go of like maybe the naughty things they did when they were younger and just like be in the moment with your horse and how they're feeling in that day.
Yeah, because you ride the correction and then it solved it, but then you keep riding the correction. I've done that. I've seen that done. You go, oh, but he has this thing. And so you do that and keep doing that even though the thing went away.
Okay, next is from Bobby. Use your legs anytime and anyhow. Nice. I like that one. That's a good one. And it's hard because in our life, everything we do is with our hands. Like when we're typing or, using our phone. It's all with our hands. But when you ride, you want to use your legs more. Here's another one from Michelle. Reward the try.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Reward the effort for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's really as you become a better horseman, a better rider, that you reward when your horse is thinking in the right direction and trying to do what you want them to do. And that's how you create a horse that's like really willing and wanting to work for you, as opposed to a horse that is kind of resentful about the work.
Or they get afraid because people are always making some real. If the horse made a mistake, that's nothing. We all learn in the mistakes. I do. The horse does. Mistakes have to be okay. Even mistakes just have to be okay. So you reward the effort, and then they keep trying for you.
Next advice is from Suzanne. They need the confidence to go forward. Yes, for sure. I always say forward is your friend. What do you say?
Yeah, the rider has to want to go forward, or the horse isn't really. I mean, so the rider needs to have some confidence to actually, because the horse will go if the rider wants to go.
Yeah, that's true. But I think because horses are flight animals, if you can let them go, it gives your horse more confidence. Like when you're holding them back,
it freaks them out.
It freaks them out. So you have to, sometimes it's scary, but you have to let them go, and
then they feel better.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they feel better. Okay. What if you guys are live here, you can type into if you have any best horse advice that you've ever received. Okay, here's another one from Jeff. Keep him going forward. That's the same thing.
That's the key to life.
Yeah, keep them going forward. Because once you stop and that pressure all like builds up inside your horse, it's worse than if you're going forward. Okay, Suzanne, it's better to ride 5 minutes a day than it is to ride 35 minutes on a Sunday. Absolutely. Consistency is huge, because consistency is horses are creatures of habit. So if you only ride them once a week, it's not enough. And same thing for you. To get more confidence, you have to ride more consistently. Okay, here's one from Michaela that someone told her with a loud voice. Don't stop, do something. Can you guess from who?
Apparently that was me.
Don't stop, do something. I can see you yelling at I can see you yelling.
I yell a lot. I'm motivating, actually. Even the wrong something is better than nothing.
Yeah. I don't like the yelling. When we were first dating, Herman started yelling at me and he made me cry. So I don't like the yelling. Oh, here's one from Donna. Oh, Donna says, look where you want to go. That's one of your favorite ones. But someone else commented in here and they said, don't look where you don't want to go.
Right, because if you're looking at the ground, you might end up on the ground.
Yes. So look where you want to go. Consistency is everything. That's from Molly. Rosie says the horse owes us nada.
That's a fact.
Here's another